I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Alright, I've gone live. Yeah, I was ready, alright. Phone laying way over there. Oh, wait and see. See if anybody sees me on. It's kind of early. That way, maybe I'll get a few people that's don't stay up that late. A lot of people might be in bed. It's a surprise attack. Yeah. Hey, Melinda. There you are. I thought I might get somebody that's by going on a little early that before everybody went to bed. Get some of the people that don't stay up that late. How you doing? Are you staying warm? That's the big question. It's going back down into the low 20s tonight, which is a little warmer than last night. At least it's not 15, 14. 1 o'clock this morning, it was the wind chill factor was, I think, -6 is what it was. I said it in my video. That was too cold for me. $33. Well, we got to 40, but we had winds gusting to 14 miles an hour, and it felt a lot colder than 40. So it was still overall a nice day. So it's been a long past few days. And Peggy, there's Peggy, Melinda. Peggy popped up in there. There she is. Yeah. Hurricanes, I said. Oh, yeah. Next week's going to be in the 70s. Not here. We'll still be I think we did get in the 60s though. I done forgot. Let me look. Yeah, 64, 65 in some days in the 50s and low 50s in a few of them. So, yeah, I'll keep. Well, tomorrow we're going to have a high of 47. That's what they say anyway. But it's not going to, there's going to be too much cloudiness. It's not going to be hardly any sun. Then Sunday will be 51. It's trying to creep up there. Then we go up to 60 on Monday and 64 on Tuesday and 65 on Wednesday, and then we go back to 57. And then down back to 52. But at least after Monday, it won't be freezing at night. Tuesday, 36 is going to be our low. And then Wednesday and Thursday, we'll be in the low 40s, 40 and 43. Next Saturday, we go back to 34 for a low. But we'll be in the 50s. Let me go back over here so I can see. West Coast. Yeah, but Florida sounds nice right now. There's no hurricanes or anything coming in, so I've got the wintertime blues, I reckon. Just too cold for me. I got it back up there. I thought I'd jump in here for just a little bit and see what everybody was doing. Oh, thanks. Yeah, Kentucky don't. No, I can't start no pepper plants because I ain't got no plants yet. I ain't even got no seeds. I've got to go on a hunt for the third year, trying to get the right seeds that I want. Yeah, Kentucky. And West Virginia and part of Virginia on the western side there in the northwest. There where I went and visited here a while back, and they got blasted pretty good a week or so ago. There's like a line across there that shoots across and then crosses Interstate 81 and heads for the mountains. Wasn't the ones I wanted. It's not the peppers I wanted. They're not big enough for me. I haven't been able to find the seeds or the plants that I really want. Last year I thought I had them, and they were pretty decent sized peppers, but not the ones I want. I want the giant ones. I want the giant seeds. I want the ones that grows them. They get about that long and about that big around. They've been around a long, long time. Just they're getting harder and harder to find. But I need to get online. I want to get on. I want to try Haas. See if they have any. Yeah. Last year before last, nah, they were too small, way too small for me. This past year, they were getting there, but they still wasn't the ones I was looking for. I want I want to be able to stuff them and stuff them and stuff them and wrap them real, without fighting with them. Yeah. They they've I don't know. I'm just got to keep hunting seeds. I actually planted both of them containers didn't have the exact same plant, you know, last year. That's what I'm looking for right there. But I just and I last year I was told that the past 2 years I've been told, oh, these are the seeds you want. This is it right here. And no, neither one of them was. They got a little bigger the second time, but still not what I was looking for. Yep. They make everything bigger. Everything's bigger in Texas, except for the dollar bill. I am winding down. I don't have but about. I'll let y'all in on a secret. I'm down to about 4 Lipton Georgia peach teas, and I'm gonna quit drinking them for a while. It's gonna be hard, and I know Neil's gonna be jumping online, going, "Look at this one, how big it is." And I'm trying. Uh, I think it was my son had a big old giant bottle of it. I think it was him. I'm pretty sure it was. He had he had this great big old bottle, and I'm like, that's Lipton Georgia peach tea. Look at that great big bottle. Oh yeah, yeah. He keeps his cup. He's the one who keeps his cup with him all the time, ain't it? Yeah, yeah. It means I got to buy an extra case of water. Si. Yeah, he's the one that's always got that cup. Yeah. Si, he's the one that's got the cup he brought back from Vietnam, right? If I remember right. I think that's what he says. Wonder if he's ever. I know he lost it one time. Wonder if he ever found it. Uh, Last I heard, he'd been pretty sick or something. Something happened to him. It wasn't too long ago. I think it was him. And well, hello. How you doing? It's it's cold weather. It's just, I mean, I got out there and uh, mess with the pickup, mess with the camper under the hoods. Yeah, I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna cut back on Gatorade too. I got all my fluids checked, and oh man, all but one. I never did check the brake fluid in the pickup. I need to check the brake fluid in the pickup. I did the camper. I didn't know they made. I didn't know they made jalapeno tea. Uh, well, mine didn't give an opinion on the Gatorade. And he didn't really mind the Lipton Georgia peach tea now and then, but 2 days later I went to open my car door and it broke in my hands. Huh. Ugh. Door panels got to come off and all that good stuff. Didn't know your own strength, did you? Just didn't know your own strength. Just I know a guy one time that went to open his door and pulled the whole door off. He he'd been doing something to it, working on it, and he didn't put it all back together. He just thought he had it good enough to close the door and go use the car. And I forget what it was, a Plymouth Fury, and Yeah, he was wrong. Yeah, I think so. Oh, good. Yeah. Yeah, just leave the windows down all the time. Dive in and out. Well, you took it home with you. You took that cold weather right on. You went left Kentucky and just said, "Come on, jump in my suitcase." And well, good evening, Dream. How's everybody in Dalton doing? Yeah, people down there in Southern Alabama find out what you were done brought home and did this to them. They gonna be upset with you. You ain't gonna have no Alabama friends. Oh, he got a new ride. Was it what I saw you in and you showed the back of it, nothing in it there? That bus or where's the donkey arm mule? uh, cool. You can do a lot with that, really. Yeah, my husband. Yeah. Might cause them. They're gonna have a family problem. They done figured out what you did with the first ones and knew what you did. So, damn, you better cook him some. You better cook him a good dinner. Yeah. Well, I'm happy for you. I'm glad you got something. She's gonna have to make him his favorite meal now. Not only did she take off and leave him to defend for himself while she was in Kentucky, but she brought the cold weather back home with her. Now she's got to make up. She's got to make up for all that. Hey, beanie weenies ain't that bad. Well, they got all that fur on them, see, so they're ready for that cold you brought home. Well, since you went south, you left Kentucky and went south home, and I'm further east, but I'm right there. You came right down past me. You brought the cold weather to us too. We ain't happy. Barbecue beanie weenies. Yeah, they're pretty good too. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you did this to us here in Georgia. Alrighty, good night and God bless. Y'all stay warm. Yeah, you better lay low. Neighbors. One thing you ain't got to worry about. You ain't got to worry about the neighbors throwing eggs at you if they get mad at you when they find out what you done. They might think about it, but then they'll be going, "Oh no, wait a minute, hold it. Put this back in the refrigerator." uh, I don't know what's throwing eggs nowadays. Yeah, yeah. Well, I guess if somebody goes and takes them out of somebody else's refrigerator, they might do it, but they ain't gonna pay for them and do it. Believe me. Yeah, I I saw maybe you said that on one of my replies or something. I wouldn't have got rid of them chickens. Nope. And you were only going to, like, your goal was to only sell half of them and sold them all. Yeah. Well, you did pretty good, penny wise. Uh, we just bought some laying chickens that are laying eggs for $6 a piece. They're still in the high tunnel for now. Oh, wasted a whole truckload of. Whew, that was, hope they had some good insurance. You know, of course, we've got meat chickens down here, you know. We don't buy chicken at the grocery store. But, but from what I understand, chicken hadn't went up in the store, but the eggs have. Now, they're blaming it on the bird flu. So therefore, you would have less chickens, same way you would have less eggs. How come the eggs went up and the chickens didn't? Yeah, it makes me wonder what's really going on. Because Still bird flu. They're talking about having to do away with all these chickens. I don't know. There's something fishy going on. Yeah. You can tame a chicken. You can get it to where it'll ride around with you, sit on your shoulder, let you tote it, carry it around. We got a couple of them down there like that. But there's one thing I've never been able to train one to do, especially above all, a meat chicken, to lay its head on a chopping block without squirming. Uh, yeah, well, the people that bought the fruit stand has chicken houses. They're not having any problem. I just, you know, I don't know. I let some just don't sound right because all right, there's still chickens hadn't went up. The eggs did. It's the bird flu and it's knocking off all these chickens. Uh, so that means feed is there should be a less demand for feed. The feed chickens, the flocks should be going down. So therefore, the price should be going down. But the price hadn't went up, and the price isn't going down here lately. It's pretty much stayed the same. Uh, I'm fixing to start feeding the Magnificent Seven wild seed, wild food, bird feed. Uh, it's things don't add. Things just ain't adding up. That's all I can say. I'm not a conspiracy theory person. I just know things ain't right. Yeah. Well, they say it affects not just the bird flu. I saw on there where what was it, seals? They said it was killing. Seals were testing, and geese. Some geese they were testing for the flu, and 4 out of 5 that they tested, 4 out of 5 had it, and that this is going to be a long road. Uh, it's probably going to get worse before it gets better. When we have a chicken, no matter what it is, being picked on, uh, acting puny, don't seem, wanting to stay off by itself like something's wrong, can't figure out what it is. we take it away from the flock. You know, we take it, put it by itself, and watch it for a few days, and uh, make sure it's back up and ready to go, and before we release it. And we have one. We call it our hospital. We have one in there, but other roosters have just was brutal. You know, it needed some getaway time. That's what it needed. You know, they really did. Yeah. They say humans can get it. Yeah, but supposedly, just a bird flies over your chickens or flies around your chickens, and they can get it. Yeah, I hear you, Peggy, but they say you can't. I guess if you're like working with the chickens that have it, not necessarily because a bird flies over, uh, but being right up there with them, handling them and everything. It don't matter. When I finish in the barn, I wash all the way up to my elbows. Always have, always will. Uh, you Same way back here with the guineas. If I go back there and pet on them and stuff, I come in. Then they're probably the cleanest birds I've ever had overall. Oh yeah, I got to sneezing today and couldn't stop sneezing. I sneezed, I bet you 20 times. I said I need to call my heart doctor because my heart rate's got to be up now because I sneezed so many times. It's got to be up there where it should be, right? Above 60, 60, above 60 beats per minute. Yeah. Well, then the one thing I don't know is where did it come from? Does anybody know where it came from? Because the bird flu. Yeah. Oh. Well, where did the birds get it? Where did the birds get it? It had to start somewhere, and then they named it. Yeah, let's go to that conspiracy thing. China, China did this to our birds. Well, that's my. That just came from that beep. Did y'all hear the beep? Neil. I don't know. It just didn't work, huh, did it? You still ended up with little tiny feet. It was in New York. No, that was my what you call it thing when you what's that? I can't think of what you call it when it's in the air. You know, I can't think of what I'm trying to think of. There's something. My page over here is just giving me a little bitty space to. Carbon monoxide detector is what was going on. Is what made the beep. Yeah, that's it. Only beeped once, huh? Never had it to beep before. There ain't no carbon monoxide in here. There's nothing on in here. Well, it shouldn't. It got a new battery. Uh, last week of December. And if them batteries are no better than that, they're going back. The whole big old pack of them in there. Oh, the battery. Oh, well, it's not but a little over a year old itself. Boy, I tell you what, I don't know if I think I put it on video. It's been a long time ago now. A couple of years back, I think. It might have been last summer or summer before. I kept getting this beeping noise or carbon in the camper. Does anybody remember that one? I couldn't figure it out. I took the thing off the wall, thinking, well, it needs a battery. So I took the screws out of the wall, took it out, thought it had a battery in the back of it, and it's wired direct. No problem. Uh, yeah, I had to put another battery in it and try it and see if that fixes it. Well, I'll wait and see if it ever beeps again first. I think there's supposed to be a light blinking on it when the battery gets low, but there's no light. There's no lights blinking on it. Well, Yep. I went out with a bang. Huh. I don't think I got one in it. Three in the morning. Of course. Well, I couldn't think of a better time. This cold weather hasn't done nothing but make me sleepy. Oh, pull me down. It's dragged me to the barn and back. But I'm looking forward to some warmer weather. Well, anyway, the one in the camper, I couldn't figure it out. And it wasn't, the area is so close right there where it's at versus the seats, the driver's seat and the passenger seat where it's mounted at. Oh, I couldn't figure it out. And Peter come over here, and I was out there, couldn't figure it out. So she got in. I said, "Get in there, sit down, listen, wait, give it a minute, and you'll hear it." She get in there and she sat there. Finally, it beeped, and she's like, "Oh yeah." Uh, she says, "I don't know. Hold on a minute. Don't say nothing. Just let me sit here and concentrate on it." And she listened until it beeped a couple more times. She goes, "It's coming from that over there." I said, "How can you tell where it's coming from in such a close right there? You know, it's coming from right there." So we got to digging in the pocket of the back of the passenger seat. And when I was up in Virginia, somebody gave me one that run off batteries. And I dropped it in there. Now there was other stuff put in there on top of it. And that was muffled it enough to just deep. Couldn't tell where it's coming from. She says, "Coming from right over here." I'm like, "Okay, let's look over here." Got to digging. Sure enough, there it was. Yeah, it's kind of hard to paint a car in this weather. Yeah, metal, well, plastics, I guess, same way, has a hard time. Yep, I was getting ready to take the whole camper apart, to be honest with you. Well, Neil's going to want to know all about this. I'm not going to tell him. Y'all have to break the news to him what's getting ready to happen to Lipton, Georgia peach tea. Well, good night. God bless. We're glad you dropped in and chatted with us. You stay warm. Hopefully you'll be able to start painting some cars here pretty soon. That's the way all them good stories start out. Neil, you're not going to believe this, but. Having some time issues over there, Neil. I got something to tell you, and you ain't gonna believe it. I mean, it's just it's just unbelievable. They go, well, I declare. My mama used to go, Sherman, well, I declare. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow or not, Peggy. I didn't say tomorrow. It might be. I got to see how many bottles I got left. I got like 4 bottles, I think, still left. So it might be about 3 days from now. Another week, let's say by Monday. Maybe I'll start the week off right. Scratch some more off. My son had one of them big bottles, Neil. Oh, there goes that thumb thing again. My son had one of them big bottles sitting up there in his car. I'm like, the first thing I asked, did you get that off the roof of the car? Did Neil leave that up there? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, he did have that big bottle sitting up there in his car. I was looking at it and I was like, I slipped in Georgia Peach tea. That's one of them big bottles. See, the thing a lot about it, a lot of people don't realize, don't pay attention to, is once you open one of these, you got to put it back in the refrigerator if you don't drink it all. You are not supposed to leave it out. Once you open it, you're not supposed to leave it outside the refrigerator. I don't know. I didn't really pay attention to what his lid looked like. I was busy looking at how big the bottle was. I mean, a big old bottle. I'm just glad. I'm just glad that she didn't have it sitting up there in the car when she took me last Friday over to the hospital when I couldn't have nothing to eat or drink. If I had a big bottle that been sitting up there in front of me, I'd have probably had to drink it. How big was it? Neil's got some big old bottles of it. But it's I don't know. I have to check next time I see him. Yeah, I was just like, that's one of them big bottles. It had to be a 20-ounce bottle or bigger. But I was like, yeah, you was drinking because you were. I wasn't gonna beat nobody up. I was just gonna take a biscuit. Come riding up beside me eating a Hardee's biscuit. Oh. Now it could have been a 32-ounce bottle. I just said it, it was 20 ounce or bigger, but I said it's probably a 32-ounce bottle. I just know it had Lipton Georgia peach tea in it, and it looked awful good sitting there. Hmm. I meant to send. I need to find out from Brandon. Y'all seen that gasoline thing he has that he got? Holds 50 gallons. I was wondering. I'll find out if they make one smaller than that, like a 25 or 30-gallon one. That's a 50. I think it's a 50-gallon. All right, that thing just did it again. Ain't no light blinking. I think it's a 50-gallon. He only put 30 gallons in it because 30 gallons was $100, and it didn't fill it in. Yeah, I gotta find out what the link was. I didn't write none of it down to keep track of it. It had to be make it a lot more heavier with wheels on it. It had to be some pretty mean, some pretty strong wheels to hold it up. 50 gallons of fuel. Well, howdy. Just pop right on in anytime. Yeah, well, if it's the battery, Neil, I got a thing in our batteries that's going to go back. Because that's the only reason I have those batteries is for them. Yeah, we having a pretty good night. All right. Just remember hit that thumbs up button. And that's Tammy. Hey, Tammy. I figured about time for you to get up and start getting ready for work. I thought I was going on a little earlier than a lot of them do. That way, people who go to bed early would still be up. But the ones that was getting up would also catch us. So I was like, I'm gonna try this. Just a few things. Yeah, it can go slosh, 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 slosh. Got to take the dogs out. I think that's what I just saw. My page is not running up like it was. Okay. Yeah, your only friends that you have left, you better be nice to them down there in that part of Alabama. God bless. Good night. Press the test button and see if that'll clear it. It may be a reminder to test it. Well, Neil, entertain everybody for a second. I'll go smash it one time. Oh. Let's see. Test button. Okay, that's my ear. Hey, I'm walking away from you now. Both of them in. I should have said cover your ears. I think most of you were expecting it. Uh, well, you heard how it beeped, and then it cleared, and then the light went out, like it's not supposed to be on anyway. He didn't do nothing? Okay, now we wait. Well, there's no light on, and so it is working. Well, I went to work last night at 11:45. I got a 4:15, 4:30. Oh, mercy. Oh, it's kick back. Take it easy, time. I can't take it easy. I've got this to do, and I've got that to do. Sound like the test clear. I don't know. I don't know. It was what, 10 minutes or so before it, 15 maybe before it did it again a while ago. They wasn't close together. But it wasn't. It's just like it was right now. No light on, no nothing. It's in the dark part of the room back there, so it's. I can see it, but I almost can't see it. I don't know what you done to it, Neil. That's highly possible. I mean, why not? Why not? The guineas do it. Why not the? They're allowed too. So why not the detector? You think the place was on fire? about to go boom. uh, how's life treating everyone? Well, let me just tell you how it is. This is going on, and that's going on, and everything's just going on. It's, I don't know. These things allowed in one room, and plus one is in the hallway in the corner. Your earplugs in. Peggy's just cold. I've had enough of the cold myself. I can't take. It's got to go away. It's got to go. I need a week of 60 and 65. I'll be happy. 60 to 65 degrees. I'll be happy with the 40s at night. Uh, yeah, Neil. No, that one would be enough for me. Now, according to Neil, if they were, they had to change the bedding when he got finished. Be happy to see the 90s. Yeah, you could throw a day or two in there with the 90s. Excuse me. Did fire trucks come show up? Yeah. Well, I done forgot, but it was 6. It felt like 6 degrees out, but it was in the teens. I think it was 18. Felt like 6 at 1 o'clock this morning. I gotta be careful. Zoe could be lurking in the background, wanting to take a snapshot of me yawning. Cause I sure got one of her. Let me. Hey, hey, y'all. Let me. Should I do this? Why not? uh, I've got to go. How do I do this? I forgot how to send the email. Um, things have changed so much on this email. I can't. Let me see if I can find it. Hey Neil, can you post a picture for me? I want to email it to you. This is I. This is Zoe. A couple of months back, I caught her yawning. This is her yawn. Oh, but no, I didn't. Here he is. I sent this to I think it was Brandon, and I sent it to LG. Oh, real stamps. I sent an email. Subject was just the letter Z. Now, it just did it again. She'll kill me when she she sees that. Thank you, Neil. uh, oh, she, she, oh, well, you too, Melinda. I'm glad I caught you. Glad you caught me. I'm glad I caught you. Uh, I'm glad. That's all. God bless. You have a wonderful night too. Oh, now I'd have to go back and hunt, but well, there was this contest. I was trying to see. See, Cassie was real bad about it too. And Walker farm fan. That I've got a, I've got a few of her put away somewhere in the background. They just ain't close by. Uh, but she was the winner. That picture was the winner. Yeah. Oh, she'll throw rocks at me. Thank you, Neil. that was, oh, if we could get Brandon down there to make him a chicken coop, I'd go down and help build it. You know, 'cause every good project really needs a good supervisor. They're not, but I think right at It's under three, right at 3 hours, or a little under 3 hours away. Uh, yeah, she's always busy with sports, but she's got more real cautious once she realized her picture was being taken and the yawning. We were having a yawning contest. Yeah, yeah, but she's not as she covers it up a lot more than she used to. Upgrade you for co-host. I don't know. I That might be all I can do, Neil. That's what I've always. That's what we set it at. Now I don't. I'm not paying for the subscription no more, so there might be things I can't do. Yeah, I watched that earlier. Uh, he's gonna leave that. Leave that. He's going. Yep. They'll probably come back there where he put that trap, where he's building his trap at. They'll probably come back to that place. Uh, Especially if he puts that corn in there. Yeah, it'll be. I think one night he should just play the whole entire thing on live, and then use it for an opening or a closing or both. Okay. There's down there where I went to in Florida back months ago, right there where the store was and where uh, where I was at the little store there. Right there, there was a bad accident yesterday. It involved a school bus and an elderly couple, 71 and 73-year old, and it was casualties. The two elderly people didn't make it, and one of their pets. They had two dogs in the car with them. One of them ran off, and the other one didn't make it. Uh, that They found it last night and was able to. The first one, let's see. No, I've seen them made by other people. I just can't tell you who. I missed something. I don't know where at. Huh. Now, you know, I had to search to do the last one to get you where I'm at. I had to do some more searching to figure out how to do anything any different. Yeah. I get behind uh thing Brandon said. Okay. See, the last time I was on the account page, well, I went to the. No, I didn't even go there because all I got was a thing about the notification about the what it was going to cost me, and I thought it wasn't worth it. Uh, but the last time I actually went on the account page was probably back when I set it up when we changed the settings for this. Yeah, yeah, he said that on his on the Eddie Family Farm uh, live. On his channel, I guess you could say. The best way to explain that. Well, I've been looking at the clock to see if it's late enough for me to go to bed, and then I realized I could have went to bed an hour ago. I'm gonna go back here. Uh, yeah, yeah. We are the privileged, and it's good. It's good. It tickled me to death to hear it. Uh, I heard the what was it? The first version, right, Neil? Before you uh, did the finalized it, and then I heard it. I heard the final. I didn't think there was much wrong with the first one. Two old people. Uh, oh, there they are. Hey, you two old people. Well, thanks for stopping by. Uh, don't. It's fine being old, being here. You know, don't let it intimidate you. You know, looking at 35-year-old people. Uh, uh, when are y'all? Uh, when are y'all going live? I haven't heard you lately. Yeah, he needs to let Brandon play it. Hopefully, Brandon will get around to it here real soon. Okay. I think it was last week sometime I got to looking at stuff and I was like, where they at? There's a lot to talk about when y'all come back. Well, Neil, you should be proud of it. I mean, a little bit anyway, if not a whole lot. It was cool, man. It's cool. I enjoyed it. Like, see, I'd have done used it. You're right. It is. Some, maybe. I don't. I don't do garden no more. So, but they did buy my peppers after they took over till my peppers played out. Uh, yeah, because I had more than I could ever eat and use. I gave some away, ate some. Scott, we're gonna we gotta clean the high tunnel now and fill it full of tomatoes again. If that would have been a good day for me to be down there and go in the high tunnel and do work on that because it would have been warmer in there. But I didn't want to be around them chickens in case they might have had some kind of, they're in quarantine and worried about those chickens. Uh, well, I'm glad you stopped, Neil, because I don't think you could have made it much better. Yeah, we played it. I'm like, I've already heard it. Yeah, but somehow or another, you did a good job putting it. You landed it good. All said and done, Neil. Meg, you just saw I was on. Well, you got here just in time to say goodnight. Oh, mercy. Here we go. It's getting political here with Peggy now. Yeah, she's probably been sitting around blind because it's daylight in her house all the time with all them lights she's got now. Brandon. It wasn't mine to share, Neil. It wasn't. I'm good at keeping secrets, and I don't tell nobody unless you tell me I can tell somebody. I don't. It was the same way with the other stuff, you know. Some people take and before unless it's a good. They knew they were under surveillance. No, yeah. I mean, the only reason I ever said anything in the rooms about it was because they had said something, you had said something, and it wasn't no secret that you made something. I'm looking forward to hearing it being used. uh, uh, yeah, I've got one. And I've got one. I've got one that with Cassie, but I'd have to go back and find them. And I didn't think that one could be. I thought that one can't be beat. But it finally did. That happens to us when you go out here and put your face on the internet, you know. Oh, nothing bad anyway. You know. Well, the contest is kind of over now. Now it's kind of more of an inside joke when I say, I'm ready to snap a picture. I'm ready. That was just uh, it was between the two of them. Look, she shouldn't be upset about it. She should be happy she won, right? I mean, she won the contest. And that was a few months ago. Does that mean more lights? Meg, you can't handle no more light in that house. You're going to suck all the energy out of the whole county. I mean, you realize how much electricity it takes to keep the light bulbs that strong? Them lights are strong. I'm sitting there watching Meg's little house in the country. And yeah, let's see if them lights work. I couldn't watch the rest of it. I had to come back and watch it later. It took me an hour just to get my vision back. You know, I was cutting up on I was cutting up on Crandall's page. I might have already told y'all about this, but uh, somebody jumped in there and left me a message. Uh,
Motion detected in the front yard.
Go lay down, kitty cat. It's too cold to be out there walking around. What was I saying? Oh, Crandall. Crandall was welding, and he didn't tell nobody he was getting ready to start welding. And I made a comment about, hey, next time we need advance notice. You hurt my eyes. You know, you got to give us a chance to get our welding, eye protection on and stuff. Just cutting up. Seriously? And somebody thought I was for real. Somebody thought it was for real. So they gave me a hard time about it. Oh, it's been a while back. It started with Cassie a long time before she got it. Before I added her to the contest, but it was because every time they went live, it was yawning time. So I added her to the competition. I said Cassie's got some competition now. uh, oh, good. I like your open sunsets, sunrises. But yeah, who would honestly think somebody was serious about damaging, getting their eyes damaged from somebody welding on the internet? It was a joke. They just wrong. Did you saw that? Did you see when I'm talking about Crandall? Is that what you're talking about? You saw that? Uh-huh. Yeah, I was like, duh. People take some things way too serious. There was nothing tough. It wasn't like I was calling him a bad name or being mean to him. I just told him he need to warn us so we can get ready for that when he welds, so we don't get our eyes hurt. I forget exactly how I said it, but I made it sound like, hey, you're damaging our eyes. Yeah. uh, I don't look. I wouldn't do nothing to hurt nobody on purpose. But if anybody took that took that serious, I was like, seriously. I was sitting there going, somebody actually thought that I meant what I said. Uh, it's the internet. Oh, so I think I did it again on another later on. I said another time he said something about he was going to have to weld something. Well, that's what you call trash mail. Somebody just sent me a message telling me that I have an unpaid toll bill from a toll road on my account. To avoid late fees, pay within 12 hours, or the late fee will be increased and reported to DMV. Yeah. Uh, okay. Where's that trash button? They report as junk. Yeah. You learned the ice cream maker. Well, he tried to wash clothes like that to start with. I think that's what he did for. Yeah, he was trying to wash clothes at home back months ago. He was driving driving down the driveway and dumped his clothes on the dirt. I was trying to do it. No, it's one of those scam things. Ain't been on the toll road. No, the closest toll road is in Atlanta. There's a little section, little road down there that is a toll road, but I haven't been to Atlanta in I don't know when. That's good. Uh, oh well. Good question. I don't know. There's always some kind of scam going on out there. Somebody trying to scam you out of something they don't deserve. And the sad part of it is a lot of people fall for it. Yeah. No, the last time I was on a toll road, uh, I had a toll. I owed for the toll. They mailed me a bill, uh, and well, see, there wasn't no place to pay. And I told my girlfriend, I said, I went down that toll road, but there wasn't no place to pay. She goes, "Oh, they'll mail it to you." Okay, and sure enough, they mailed it to me, and I went online and paid it. But that's been a while back, a good while back, way back yonder. Uh, but I avoid. I got on that toll road when I didn't have to. It was the shortest way to her house from where I was at. But I didn't. I could have stayed on the other road much. Well, probably did just as well. But I was kind of on it. But I was looking for a toll booth, and there wasn't no toll booth. Well, has anybody got any good news? Any prayer requests I should take with me? I know I'm praying it gets a little warmer for us all because I think I'm seriously had enough. Uh, yeah, that's what I've kind of heard, but uh, it's not gonna be as warm here. But things are going to warm up. It's going to be a few days before it don't go down into freezing at night. I dumped ice today. I was like, boom, move your foot, it'll break it, Big old hunks of ice falling out of buckets. Well, at least they fell out easy. I'll be glad when the weather gets to the point to where we can put the waterers back in, because we don't have to water all these animals every day if we got the waterers in there, but we just go in and check them. No, still half full, still good till tomorrow. Some of them, the chickens that run loose, their water, I noticed Scott had set it out this morning, has set it out of the barn, and it thawed out. Set it out there where the sun would hit it. But you go 3 or 4 days without putting any water in that one. And meat chickens, I didn't want to go in the pens, and it wasn't full, so I just poured water on top of the ice. So they had ice water, but they had water. I could live with 11 Celsius, 50, 52. That wouldn't be happy. I'd be happy with that deal. Yeah. I mean, we had snow the other day. The other night it snowed, and it snowed into the morning. Michael's mother sent me was posting pictures of it snowing at 4 or 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, different hours. The picture that I put up on my thing was from the camera. I never even got out of bed. And the next time I looked out, I dared to look outside. I said, I ain't even going out there. Don't feel like it. I'm not gonna mess with it. So when I did get around to looking out, the snow was gone. It warmed up just enough to turn it to water and freeze. Well, it's going to be warmer. It's going to be warmer up north of here on Interstate Northwest of here. The Grounds family, they're looking at 70 degrees. I can't think of the other one I looked at. It was going to be 70 degrees, which is even further north. And I think Stephanie said something about 70 in Oklahoma. We're not even getting that warm down here. So something's not right. Somebody's moving the clouds around the wrong direction. They got them upside down or something. But yeah, everybody, let's all just agree to keep each other in prayer and thought, and go from there. I've been on here a little over 2 hours now. I think I'm just gonna go to bed, because I was one of the things when you know when you're getting old, when you start looking to see what time it is, see if it's late enough to go, you can go to bed. 50. Well, that's what ours is going to be, in the 50s. I think Saturday. Well, we don't even get out. We don't get up above the. It's going to be in the 60s in a few days. The rest of it's 50s and 40s and 30s and cold nights, and I don't understand. Well, thank you, Peg. Uh, it's just me here. Oh, well, I hope Zoe forgives me for what we did tonight, Neil. You had nothing to do with it. I hope she forgives me. But it was funny. She'll get me with something sure sooner or later. Uh, yeah, Meg, turn those lights towards the windows and let them shine out, and it'll melt all the snow. Well, I didn't know I was going to do it neither, Peg. Meg, I was uh, I was debating on just going laying down, but I decided no. Let me make myself stay up. But God bless. Oh yeah, Eric didn't make it. I figured he might pop in before we sooner or later. But I thought, well, it's early enough that I'll catch some people who go to bed early, and it's late enough that I'll catch the others and some getting up and going to work. And I was mostly thinking about Tammy back then. Uh, but some people don't have to work for a few days. God bless. Remember, Jesus loves you. I love y'all too. So, uh, anyway, thanks, Neil, for the help. See y'all tomorrow. Is it?